Let's continue our team predictions and previews series with the Baltimore Orioles. At their leadoff spot, they're going to have Cedric Mullins, their center fielder, all-star last year, and a stellar player. Probably the best player in this lineup, and I don't really think it's close. Next up in the 2-hole, we have Ryan Mountcastle. Mountcastle's got a good bit of pop, and he's an okay contact hitter, but at the first base position, hitting's really all he provides. In the 3-hole, Anthony Santander. He's a solid right fielder, probably about league average, which is pretty good for this team. In the 4-hole, they have Trey Mancini, DH. He is a masher, and he's also a fighter. He had cancer, and the next year he came back and almost won the home run derby. In the 5-hole, Austin Hayes, left fielder. He's going to be a very below-average player, but he's kind of a below-average yet 5-tool player, but all 5 of his tools are below average, but he's got all 5 tools. And then we got Ramon Aureus, really not a strong player at the shortstop position. He probably rates out as one of the worst shortstops in baseball. Rougned Odor in the 7-hole playing second, another not very solid player at second base. He kind of made the rounds between the Rangers and the Yankees last year, not being solid anywhere. In the 8-hole, we have Robinson Chirinos, a catcher they just recently signed, but he's not really the focus behind the plate. It's Adley Rutschman, the number 1 prospect in baseball. I think if they bring up Adley, their chances to be maybe a contender are way higher in the future. Next, at the 9 spot, playing third base, Kevin Gutierrez, who is basically a hole at third and at the plate. And their notable bench bat would be Jorge Mateo because he is super fast. In the rotation, a guy I do want to mention, number 1 pitching prospect in baseball, Grayson Rodriguez, will be up this year or next year, and he's going to be a solid player for them. But let's look at their actual rotation for now. John Means had a no-hitter, really slowed down after the foreign substances were banned. He's a good pitcher, and I think he'll be able to fight back after knowing how to not use the foreign substances. And then the rest of their 2 through 5, Jordan Lyles, Bruce Zimmerman, Keegan Aiken, and Zach Lawther. Gotta be honest, I'm not going to break each and every individual one of them down because they're all going to be very weak pitchers for this team and for this league. Let's go to the pen. Closer Tyler Wells, another below-average player. Tyler Wells is not a solid guy to have as your closer, much less in your pen. This is certainly going to be a weak team overall, and that's why I have to have them projected as a 58 and 104 loss team. So I don't think it's going to be a great season for them, and they'll slot 5th in their very tough division.